Hi book friends, my name is Jen. Welcome or welcome back to my YouTube channel. This video is all of the April releases that I am excited about reading. Since April is my birthday month, I am really excited about some of the books on this list because I know that they will be added to my TBR. Starting off on April 1st, we have The Sirens by Amelia Hart. This is the same author who wrote Wayward. I have already read this book as an ARC and I highly recommend it. I gave it 5 stars. If you're a woman, a mother, or a sister, I think this book is super important. If you love mermaids, if you love magical lore, if you love a little bit of mystery, you will love The Sirens. Olive E. Blake has a new release called Gifted and Talented. If you are not familiar with Olive E. Blake, she is the author of the Atlas 6 trilogy, which is dark academia. And according to Goodreads, Gifted and Talented is the story of 3 siblings who, upon the death of their father, are forced to reckon with their long-festering rivalries, dangerous abilities, and the crushing weight of all of their unrealized adolescent potential. The genres are fantasy, fiction, contemporary, science fiction, urban fantasy, paranormal, magic. Another one for April 1st is a sequel to a book I have not read yet, but I have it on my shelf and I know I'm going to love it. So the first book is The Tainted Cup by Robert Jackson Bennett, and the sequel, A Drop of Corruption, comes out on April 1st. Just another one that I want to make you aware of, that I'm excited about. One of those series that I haven't read, but I know in my bones I'm going to love. Moving on to April 8th, we have The God's Time Forgot by Kelsey Sheridan Gonzalez. This is set in Manhattan in 1870. Irish mythology collides with the Gilded Age New York in this sweeping debut enemies to lovers historical romantasy that is perfect for fans of Outlander and A Fate Ain't in Blood. Love Outlander, love Irish mythology, love the Gilded Age New York. Don't know if I like A Fate Inked in Blood yet because I haven't read it, but this seems right up my alley. Speaking of right up my alley, we have Roll for Love by M.K. England. Ashley Poston meets Becky Abertali in this sapphic second chance romance about a teen returning to her grandfather's farm and how joining her childhood best friend's Dungeons and Dragons games gives her the confidence to follow her dreams and get a second chance at love with her first crush. Anything with D&D romance and it's set on a farm, sign me up. April 8th has a lot of hot books coming out. Another one is Fearless by Lauren Roberts. This is the 3rd book in the Powerless trilogy. I have read every other book in this series and I absolutely loved it, absolutely ate it up. Don't let the fact that it's YA scare you away. It is a heart-pounding, powerful romantasy and I love it and I cannot wait to read Fearless. Also releasing February 8th is the sequel to Phantasma by Kaylee Smith and it's called Enchantra. I have this one on the list just because I am planning on reading Phantasma soon, and so I'm excited that this one will be coming out soon after so that I can read it right away. Also, I know a lot of people loved Phantasma and are excited for Enchantra. This is the day that the first book in the Threadmender Chronicles comes out. It is called The House of Blight by Maxim Martineau. The first novel in an eerie, darkly creative and romantic new gothic fantasy duology. I love that it's a duology for readers of Sarah J. Maas and Rachel Gillig. I'm loving the cover of this book. I'm loving the synopsis of this book, so adding it to the TBR. And lastly, on April 8th, we have Firebird by Juliet Cross. This is book 1 in the Fire That Binds series. It will have a limited first run print with beautiful sprayed edges. And this is what got me. House of the Dragon meets From Blood and Ash in this epic, scorching, dark romantasy. This will definitely be a cover buy for me because I want it on my shelves, but it's also a book that I feel I'm going to absolutely love. I only have one book to talk about for April 15th, and it's one that is completely different than anything that's on this list. I read a lot of fantasy, and sometimes I need something cozy, something silly, something a little lighter. So that's why I'm excited for Murder by Cheesecake. by Rachel Ekstrom Courage. Not only am I excited about this book, but my daughter is excited about this book. She absolutely loves to read mysteries with older characters, should we say, such as the Thursday Murder Club. This is the first novel in an all-new Golden Girls mystery series. So the Golden Girls, yes, these Golden Girls, are solving a mystery in this book. Definitely feels like a cozy mystery to me. April 22nd brings two books that I'm excited about. The first one is Emily Henry's newest one, A Great Big Beautiful Life. I have nothing to say on this other than it's Emily Henry. I love the cover. I will probably listen to this one on audio at some point, but anytime Emily Henry drops a new book, count me in. The other one that comes out on the 22nd is Eat the Ones You Love by Sarah Maria Griffin. This is definitely not the kind of book that I normally read, but the cover is what caught my eye, and also this blurb. A twisted, tangled story about workplace love affairs and plants with a taste for human flesh. I think that this just is nostalgic to me because I grew up loving and watching Little Shop of Horrors, and this completely reminds me of that. This is considered horror, fantasy, and queer romance. I'm excited to read this and make the comparisons between Eat the Ones You Love and Little Shop of Horrors. And that brings us to only two left on April 29th. The first one is The Amalfi Curse by Sarah Penner. Sarah Penner also wrote The Lost Apothecary and the London Seance Society. I love the cover. I love how the cover looks like a sea with a boat on it, but upon closer inspection, it is the cross-section of a geode. I think that's so creative. Powerful witchcraft, a hunt for sunken treasure, forbidden love on the high seas, beware of the Amalfi Curse. This is historical fiction fantasy. And the last one on my list for April is a new book by the author of Gothicana. However, this is not a sequel and it is no way related. And that is Enigma by Runix. I love the cover of this book. It's also dark academia. A new breathtaking tale of unforgettable romance set in a dark academia world of secret societies, lush suspense, and sizzling sensuality. Fantasy dark romance, gothic, dark, mysterious. This sounds like the perfect book to read in October. Those are all of the books that I'm excited about. As always, there are many, many more books that are being released in April. These are just the ones that are on my radar, the ones that I wanted to let you know about. If there's any that you're excited about that I left off the list, I would love for you to tell me about it. April is gearing up to be a great month. As always, I appreciate your likes, your comments, your subscribes, and until the next time, happy reading.